following his death in a bombing at his Austin home. 17-year-old Draylon Mason is being remembered as an aspiring bass cellist, just accepted into the revered University of Texas Butler School of Music, while yearning to one day become a neurosurgeon. While a team that for 20 seasons has been synonymous with postseason basketball, the Spurs are in clear and present danger of spending late April on vacation. Today is the final chapter of our 5-part series following the 8-month-long training of 32 cadets, who are now proud members of the San Antonio Police Department. And the crowd swarming Alamo Plaza and the Riverwalk, the full parking lots at the San Antonio Zoo, and the lack of rooms at some local hotels make it clear spring break has arrived. Good morning. Those are your headlines from ExpressNews.com. I'm Chance Dorland with your Express News briefing for Thursday, March 15th. Brought to you this morning by North Park Mazda, the #1 Mazda dealer in Texas last month. He was an aspiring bass cellist just accepted into the revered Butler School of Music at the University of Texas, while also advancing in the martial arts and yearning to one day become a neurosurgeon. But all those talents and dreams were lost Monday when 17-year-old Draylon Mason was killed in one of Austin's 3 package bombings that have put the city on edge. Police still aren't saying who may have left a package bomb on Mason's front porch Monday, which detonated in his kitchen, killing him and critically injuring his mother. And as police were investigating that explosion, another package bomb detonated just 5 miles away, critically injuring another woman. Mason was the second person killed in a series of Austin package explosions that began on March 2nd, when Anthony House was killed after a package bomb was left on his porch. Police initially thought that bomb was an isolated incident and told Austin residents they had nothing to worry about. But after Monday's 2 bombings, police believe all 3 incidents are related. However, despite that revelation, local authorities have offered little new information about the ongoing investigation. A team that for 20 seasons has been synonymous with postseason basketball is in clear and present danger of spending late April on vacation. The Spurs, however, did help their situation a bit on Tuesday, reeling off a dominating 108-72 victory over hapless Orlando, one that they desperately needed. Their 4th win in 11 games now moves the Spurs up to 9th in the standings, a sentence that hasn't been written in San Antonio in more than 2 decades. All-star forward LaMarcus Aldridge says the team is fighting for their lives to make the playoffs, noting that as of now, every game for them is a playoff game. With Tuesday's win against the Magic, the Spurs improved to 38-30. 12 of their final 14 games are against teams above 500, and 5 of those could have a direct impact on their own playoff hunt, including today's game against New Orleans at the AT&T Center. On February 28th, the last time the Pelicans were in town, they rallied from a 15-point deficit in the second half to claim a 121-116 victory, followed 2 nights later by a similar loss to the Lakers when the Spurs squandered a 17-point second-half lead. For everything Spurs, listen to my new weekly podcast with San Antonio Express News Spurs beat writer Jabari Young called Spurs Insider. That is available for free download in Apple Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, and expressnews.com/podcasts. For over a year, San Antonio Express News criminal justice enterprise reporter Emily Eaton had exclusive access to a group of 38 San Antonio cadets as they underwent training at the San Antonio Police Training Academy. Today is the final chapter of Eaton's 5-part series, focusing on the first months of the new police officer's time on the job. After graduation, the 32 cadets who made it through from Class 2017 Alpha advanced through a 3-month field training program that pairs them with several experienced officers on day and night shifts throughout the city, with some probationary officers from the class responding to several high-profile incidents, including the shooting of 2 children on the east side and a suicide from a highway overpass. Probationary officer Cruz Villarreal grew up in a rougher area on the west side, and while sounds of gunshots, yelling, crying, and sirens were routine for her, the sirens meant help was on the way.
when I was younger, it was kind of like, don't go outside at this hour because you never know what's going to happen. I'm used to hearing gunshots at night, sirens all the time. I just remember, somebody would be yelling or crying, and those sirens would come and it would stop. It was like, the storm was the calm after that. It was like nothing else could hurt once those sirens came. So it just made me feel like I want to be part of that. I want to help somebody, that crying person. I want to be the comfort that they need. The person that just got robbed, I want to help them feel safe after they've gone through something traumatic.
All 5 chapters of San Antonio Express News criminal justice enterprise reporter Emily Eaton's embed with the San Antonio Police Academy trainee class of 2017 Alpha are now available online at expressnews.com. And large crowds swarming Alamo Plaza and the Riverwalk, as well as packed San Antonio Zoo parking lots, mean it's spring break. And this week's good weather helped ensure stronger traffic numbers than last year's colder temperatures and clouds, with most hotels surveyed by the private San Antonio Area Tourism Council seeing revenues 20% higher compared to 2017. And while the San Antonio Zoo hasn't released exact attendance figures, a zoo spokesman says the facility has gotten close to its maximum daily attendance of 10,000 guests in the past few days. And that's your Express Briefing for Thursday, March 15th from expressnews.com. Brought to you this morning by North Park Mazda, the #1 Mazda dealer in Texas last month. I'm Chance Storland.